Peace, guys. How's it going? Welcome back to a video. Welcome back to Conscious Awake. Thank you for watching my previous videos. I really appreciate all your support. So in this video, I want uh, to kind of talk about a few different things. I have a lot on my mind. I was ill, very sick for a few days, feeling a lot better today. And then, of course, when you're sick, I wasn't able to work, but I didn't have the energy to make videos. So I kind of was, sitting around and did some meditation and contemplated my thoughts and had some time to myself to think. And then I realized how, I need to really, really truly express myself better than what I am. I'm not really getting all of my thoughts out. I think one of the reasons why is because I've been so careful with the YouTube platform. So many channels getting in trouble with certain videos and titles and saying certain things, and so just trying to play it safe. You know what I mean? Because I really want to grow my channel. I want my channel to be a long-term thing. I want to do it as I get older. I want to do podcasts and interview really cool people and all kinds of stuff down the road. So I don't want to hinder that, and I want to be part of this evolution of consciousness within itself. I feel like one of the reasons why I'm here in this matrix is to evolve consciousness, to ascend consciousness, and to speak the truth, speak my mind, and express myself in ways to where it can help you. And so what was on my mind, what I wanted to start this video with, was this whole idea of how people put too much belief structure, too much consciousness, too much of their soul energy and thoughts and beliefs into organized religions or anything that is in that realm. Okay. Now that said, well, first I want to say the only 100% surefire way to evolve your own consciousness and send your consciousness is through through yourself, going into the center of yourself and exploring what is going on multidimensionally in the larger reality system. That's really the only way. There is no other way. So you can either do it while you're still alive in your human body, or you could do it after your human body's dead. So your pick, right? But I suggest doing it as soon as possible. And the only way to really truly do that is to not give your consciousness to any organized religion or any certain group of people that tell you this is the truth, this is the path, and then you fall into the trap, you fall into that belief structure. That's not how you evolve and ascend your consciousness. No way. Now, that said, though, there are certain golden nuggets, right? Hermeticism, Hinduism, Buddhism, the Gnostics, there's certain little golden nuggets where you can kind of extract little things to kind of help you understand certain stuff. Like, for example, the third Hermetic principle. The third Hermetic principle is vibration. Okay, and so when you look at the Hermetic principles, a lot of this stuff was written a long time ago, right? But with modern day science, that the old texts combined with modern day science make the older texts make a lot of sense. So with the third Hermetic principle, vibration, that principle talks about how how everything's in motion, nothing's at rest, right? Everything vibrates at different rates and modes. And so when you read that principle, you realize what it's really describing is how there are all these different vibrational frequencies of matter, physical matter, the ether, the astral structures and all the different realities and the mental planes and everything else, right? So when you read it and you combine modern science and spiritualism and even astral projections and out-of-body experience is experiencing these different frequencies of matter. You look at the third Hermetic principle, and you're like, and this is how I feel. I feel like that's particularly like some, not maybe not a golden nugget, but I can resonate with it. It's something of resonance, and there's truth to that, and everything does vibrate. Our different energy bodies, subtle bodies, they're all vibrating at different rates, varying degrees of vibration. That's really the only difference. Why, like the physical body or the physical eyes only see certain rates of vibration in this in the full spectrum of all of the stuff, within the whole larger reality system. Our physical eyes are only registering, designed to see certain rates of vibration. They can't see all of it. So there's some golden nuggets with different religions and things, but that doesn't mean just because there's certain stuff that you can resonate with or that makes sense, that doesn't mean give all your consciousness or your soul to that organization, because you will be limited. Okay, limited. Now, if you don't want to evolve your awareness and consciousness through yourself, and you want to give yourself something, and if that makes you happy, well, go ahead, right? I'm not here telling you not to do something or to do. I'm just giving you a perspective, right? So going back to speaking more of my mind, expressing myself more through my videos, saying more of what's on my mind, and not hesitating to explain certain things because I'm afraid of, YouTube messing with my videos, right? I'm gonna push myself out there a little more. Okay, I'm gonna push myself out there a little more. Hopefully it won't get me in trouble. I think I've already said some stuff and talked about certain things that are basically right on the borderline of getting my videos taken down. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with some videos I did a couple of years ago. They're still up. I disclosed something about DARPA, and I was really surprised that video. Well, actually, in that video, I talked about how I've noticed how DARPA has a black operation, and it's in the etheric plane. So it's already playing with the ether. Like literally, it's playing with ether. It has been for years. It totally understands astral projection, out-of-body stuff, all of that stuff. It knows how to get to the Akashic records. Okay. Actually, I've even seen a couple fake versions, simulated versions of the Akashic records that DARPA has mirrored off of the Akashic records. So I think that DARPA, or whatever, people, or whatever that group of people that are working with the black operation with DARPA, not all of DARPA. This is a different department. I think it's possible that they learned how mental ether works. Mental ether is something that a lot of people do not talk about. And so mental ether is just a different kind of ether. Like when we say playing with the ether, or like when I say I'm sending out positive energy to you through the etheric plane, what I'm talking about is I'm taking my thought and I'm turning my thought and my intention into ether, which is energy. And I'm sending the energy out just in a 365 degree fashion, right? Just in every direction, right? It's like being inside a sphere and it just going out of every part of that sphere so that it can connect to everybody, Um, and but the mental ether is different. Okay, so it's energetic, but how it works is it's almost like uh, little atoms, and these atoms, let's say, are the mental ether, and this mental ether is suspended and within um, all of the quantum field. Okay, and so what that means is it's everywhere at the same time. So it's piercing into physical reality, it's piercing into the etheric plane, it's piercing into the astral structure, the multiple planes, it's piercing into the mental planes. It's just everywhere, just like the air around us, in this physical reality, what we call air, right? This empty space around us. um you can kind of feel it. You can move your arms around and create little ripples in it, and little, you can feel the air moving around, air movements, and the breeze of it. It's just all around us. We're swimming in it. So let's just say this: a percentage of it would be like the atoms of mental ether. And so this mental ether, what it does is it collects data. Okay, so it can hear and it can record. Okay, so it can record audio, words, and it can record visual of whatever is going on. Okay, I'm pretty sure it can record emotions, uh, most likely. Um, so it's recording a few different things. And so all of that data is being collected by those, let's call them just atoms. And all of that stuff is then going up towards the Akashic plane. The Akashic plane is the Akashic records. The reason why I call it an Akashic plane is because the Akashic records is not in a certain solitary location, or in one location, or in one spot in the astral structure. It is a frequency of matter that translates into what you see as that virtual reality of the Akashic library. That's what it turns into. And the mental ether is all wired in to it. And so that's why when you go to the Akashic records, you can access, past life stuff, or past events, or data, or information on other people's souls, or this, or that, or historical things, or ask certain questions and get certain responses, and all that kind of stuff. Is everything in the Akashic records 100% accurate or true? I don't know. I don't know. How would I know? But all I do know is it's there, and that's just how it kind of behaves and acts. Um, and so, if you are currently astral projecting to the Akashic records, next time you do that, why don't you look into DARPA? Okay? And so if you look into the topic of DARPA, or if you ask the Akashic records for information on what DARPA is doing in the non-physical spaces, what you'll find is it will show you how it's made simulation copies as experimental runs, test runs of the Akashic records itself. But their simulated copy isn't as massively structured or as large as the actual Akashic records. They're just like small copies, small impressions of it. But my main concern is what I wanted to say a few minutes ago in the video, and I forgot. But my main concern is I'm wondering if DARPA's actually figured out how to really like manipulate or utilize mental ether. Okay, I'm wondering if they already are, talking about that, if they're already experimenting with that, because once they understand how to actually 100% link in to mental ether, um, then they can essentially just completely hijack the Akashic records, which would be somewhat astounding. I mean, that's kind of wild, right? That's pretty crazy. It's hilarious too because, I mean, if you're still watching this video right now, thank you. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you for hearing me out. But I am really just truly expressing my thoughts and expressing myself. And I'm not going to put the word DARPA in the title of this video, that's for sure. But anyways, I feel like I'm starting to ramble. So I will stop the video here. We're at 16 minutes. Thank you for listening. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I've got a lot to tell you.